Okay, we're going to change the oil today in this Hyundai Sonata. This is a 2011. And let's take a look at what they've done here. Now this car has a splash shield. It's completely plastic that completely covers the underside of the engine here. There is an opening they left for the oil filter, and there's a little cover here for the oil drain plug. It's 17 millimeter. Got it broken loose. Okay, turn it out. Make sure you got your oil pan, catch pan ready, and some gloves on. Let it drain for about 10 minutes. Okay, we're down to an occasional drop now, so we'll put this back in. I just snug this up good. These don't need a whole bunch of torque. There it is, that's good. Okay, with our little cover back on. Clever cover. Next up, the filter. Let's see if we can do it by hand first. Nah, it's in there too tight. I'm going to have to get a wrench on there. So ready to do the filter. Got our filter wrench. Here it comes. Okay, once that's loose, let's just spin it. Oh, this thing is not a good idea. It just fell on the pan here. So now we're going to have a mess under here. Okay, so here's what it does then. This goes down, it's going to run on this pan as it drains out of here and come down over there. So you have to move your oil, gathering your oil pan over there to pick up the excess. Okay, we got a Fram 9688 here. Put in just a standard oil filter. Make sure you put a little bit of motor oil around on the gasket. Put some on there now. And up we go. And remember, these are just always put in hand tight, don't use a wrench. Once it makes contact, standard 3/4 turn, it's fine. Okay, so it's time to fill. Take off the oil filler cap. Funnel in. Make sure it's clean. And in with 4 quarts of 5W20. So we're finishing up 4 quarts. 5W20. Yeah, we're pretty much right there. We'll run it now and check it. Make sure it's up to the level and then add a little more. I like to stop a little short of having a complete fill. Okay, for the air cleaner, there's clips like this, 2 above. And there's 2 back below here too. I'm not going to show those, it'd be pretty tough to show. But when those are out, then this lifts and the filter will pull out. You know, for the install with your new filter, slip it in there. I'd recommend doing it the way in reverse. So when install, do the back first. Snap these 2 back here. Snap, snap. Snap front. And that's about as easy a filter change as you're going to find on any vehicle. First deal though is to take off this intake cover here. Set this aside. So with the cover off, I'm going to pull a spark plug. First pull back on this little gray locking clip on here. Disconnect the coil pack. 10 millimeter. I'm using 3/8 inch tools. A 3-inch extension. I'm going to pull the coil pack. The bolt holes in the coil pack. I'll just twist the pack a little bit. because the boot can tend to stick a little. And there it is. Okay, to get the plug out, I have a 5/8 inch spark plug socket, 6-inch extension, 3/8 inch ratchet. Get it on the plug and give it a little bit of torque. Didn't take too much to take this out. Spark plug is generally a lot of threads. Not quite out. And there we are. Okay, this is an iridium plug. It's a Denso iridium plug. Looks like FXU16116HR. So that's a plug that'll go for a lot of miles. So when installing, make sure generally it's good practice to put a little bit of anti-seize or drop of oil has been done for years. And just gently to begin with, don't use any kind of torque to seat the threads. I turn it in by hand just as far as you can before you get out your wrench or torque wrench. Strictly personal preference. I mean, you can do it by feel. I prefer to use a torque wrench, around 18 to 20 foot-pounds. Alright, I've got my torque wrench set up for about 18. There it is. It's already there. And back into the coil pack. A little twisting motion in. Coil pack. Hold down bolt. 10mm. Do not be torquing this very much. Plug in, lock it back down, repeat 3 times on the other 3 plugs. Put your cover back on. We're all done with the spark plugs. Okay, thanks again for watching this video on the basic maintenance on a 2011 2.4 liter Hyundai Sonata.